Hi everyone, I'm Mark, pre-sales engineer of Kiloview. I'm glad to be here today to share some interesting developments about our Decoder D350. As you know, it is an existing product. After listening to the feedback from many users, we have refactored it based on the current hardware architecture, but the completely redefined software. I will show you what new improvements and features this new firmware brings. Okay, first of all, what I want to talk about is the UI interface. What you see from my laptop is the UI interface of our D350, and obviously it's a big change when you compare with the old one. If you're using the D350, the UI interface are the same. So now the UI interface has a very clear operation logic change. It will guide you from the first step to the output. Now, let me, for example, look at the right side. This is the source selection panel. And from here, you can add your sources and add some groups to manage your sources and choose sources from the different group. You can change the group name, or you can just name as maybe just your event. You can have a couple of events, so you can add different sources into the source group. And choose one sources from this group. For example, I will choose my RTMP sources right here. So I just drag into the preview window. Now you can see the preview window shows you some moving picture, and also we're showing you some audio meets right here. We decided to make this to the output ports. You can just drag from the preview window to the output configuration window. Now I put into the output 2, which is using my SDI cable to do the output. Now you can see the moving picture. From the older version of this 350, just for example, using my RMG300. And if I want to add something into the sources, for example, I want to add my NDI bridge tester pattern. Okay, I add into it. You can see it's just simple to add it after following up the previous one, but it just be ended one by one. But if I jump into my new D350, the new UI interface from the source panel, you see here there is some group management list. So I can create different group to manage my sources. So for example, I have already has 2 sources in my group 1. I want to add my test pattern in my group 2. I can use NDI and auto discovery, find my test pattern, and add into the source management. I want to do the preview, or I want to just do the output. Let's look at the output configuration. So there are 2 channels that you can do some output configurations. The output 1 and the output 2, they are separate running. So because in the RD350 we have HDMI output and we have 3G SDI output, you can make them using the same output configuration or separate. So for example, for output 1, I'm using maybe just to change it to the UHD P60 for HDMI output. And then when I click OK, it will be modification to the UHD resolution and use the HDMI cable to output. I need to change the video output first and then to select the audio part. And okay, so look at the output 2. I can use HD P30 for the SDI output. So this is already there, so I don't need to change. And I can make this channel to work with the SDI cable. So just select the SDI for video and select the SDI for the audio. But if I want to make both HDMI and SDI output using the same output, for example, I can force to select the HDMI right here, and now I have made a HDMI cable to follow my output 2, and I also can make the audio part follow my output 2. And when you just look back from the output 1, so you see now it is automatically to change to none, so there are nothing to be selected right here. Okay, so another good thing is about the audio meter. from the new firmware of RD350 and the D350, now it can automatically detect the inbound audio channels in the live streams. So for example, I am open my test pattern and I open the audio tester as well. So when I go back to the source selection and select this full NDI sources into the preview, you can immediately to see there are 4 audio channels inbound in this stream. So when I jump into the output window, so they are the same, you can see there are 4 audio meters. So to compare with this, I would like to add my RTMP game stream right here. So this video only have 2 audio meter and be played out. You can definitely easy to see how the status of the audio embodied in the streams. About the audio control, there is also audio mixer in this output configuration panel beside audio output. So because there are 2 streams right here, you can see I have my game, which is RTMP feeds, and this is my full NDI test pattern. If I want to mix them out, I just need to open both speaker button, and now I can control the audio level for each of them. So this can be mixed together to do the mixed output. If I just want to monitor one, I just need to mute this one. Now the audio is only have my test pattern audio. Now the big improvement that I want to mention about for the RD350 and the D350 new firmware is the mode view. So from the output configuration window, now you can do more Multiviewer things. For example, from this drop-down list, I can select from single to 4 multiple 4, which is 16 channel Multiviewer layout. I can also use this add layout button to create my own layout. So for example, I will call this layout mark and choose a template from the drop-down list. And when I go back, I can see my new created layout. Select this one, and I want to do some editing. In this panel, I can use mouse to change the scale of each window, and I can use my mouse to change this position. And I can also delete one windows from it. And now I want to just keep the new layout using 3 windows. So this, which is enough to me. Okay, so I can save the new layout, and then it will automatically show you the new layout looks. So what I can do is I can use this border button to add some borders. So when I click on, I can choose the color. Yeah, I can choose new color for this one, and I can also add click the background. I can also add the background display from off to on, and I can change maybe the background color to white. So this is my new layout looks like, which is good. And if I want to delete it or name it from this, I can click to rename the layout. If I want to delete this one, I have to jump into another one, and then you will see there is a delete button from the drop-down list here. So I can delete from it. All right, so let's just to turn off the background first. All right, another thing is from the D350 and RD350, I can mix the different source type into one Multiviewer window. For example, when I choose 2 multiple 2, which is 4 or Windows Multiview, I can pick different types of sources into it. For example, I can choose my game RTMP sources. So this is a 720 30p RTMP stream, and I use my RMG 300V2 output one to reconfigure it into a 1080 60p window, which is an SRT stream. So I can drag this stream into my Multiviewer as well. So we'll need to waiting for a moment. Okay, so and you see here is my SRT stream, which is a 1080 30p picture, which is different from the original 720p. Okay, except the H.264 and the H.265 streams, I can put more like a full NDI source into the Multiviewer as well. So for example, I'm using my VOC to play a P3 propaganda video. I will drop this into my Multiviewer as well. So it will show you the video is played out by my VOC, which is a 1080-25p videos. If I'm using my NDI bridge to convert this video into NDI HX, it can also be done and be played out NDI HX. So here is from my NDI bridge, which is the same sources of this VOC, but it changed to NDI HX H264. Now I'm playing the 4 video types into one Multiviewer layout. What I want to do is I want to open this border and maybe change the color to blue. Okay, so now this border has been changed to blue, and this is output through my SDI cable. My SDI signal is being sent to my IE3. So when I jump into my IE3 web pages, now you can see the SDI signals, which is from the resolution. This is correct, 1080 30p, and you can see the same blue color borders from the 4 different windows. Okay, which is good. Okay, the last function that I want to point out is about the overlay editor. So this is the new overlay editor panel. From the left side, there is a template list, which I can use this add a button to create multiple template. I can add there is no limitation for the number of the length template. So now I have added 3 templates right here. Select one template, and I can add some graphics and text into this template. For example, if I click add image button, I can choose some images from my image store, which I can upload from my local computer. And for example, if I want to do something based on it, I can select the D350, put it into the center, and I can add a test, call it maybe the 350 demo, and scale a little bit and put into the right position. So now I have some simple graphics using my template 8. If I save it and go back into the home pages, and you can see from this job list, there is my new create template. I can choose the template 8, and now this is showing on the video. So when I jump into my IE3 to check, you can see there is overlay graphics has already put on to the Multiviewer. There is another good feature for the overlay editor is you can now use the output source as the background for when you're doing the overlay graphic design. So for example, I open my output 2, so see the output 2 Multiviewer being the background, so I can see. So what I can do is, for example, I can delete this image, and I want to add each Multiviewer window as a new subtitle. For example, I will call this window just 1, and add a new test here, call it 2, and add new test, call this one 3, and the last one, yeah, call it 4. Okay, so when I made this, I can save this new one and close this panel and go back to my output window 2 configuration. From the drop-down list, I select the new template. So now you see I have added my each window a number on the display. So when I jump into IE3, I can see the same thing, and the result is the same. All right. Okay, good.
Oh, these are the all new points I want to talk about. You can download this new firmware from Kiloview website, upgrade your D350 and enjoy. If you have any questions, please contact support.kiloview.com. Okay, this is Mark. Thanks for watching.